What's going down, y'all? It's your boy Carter J all day. I want to break down this fucking Adrien Broner versus Gavin Rees fight that's coming up this Saturday. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys, man. I actually have watched a couple of Gavin Rees fights, and I noticed that his best effective punch is that left jab. He has a very good left jab, and he's gonna have to use that shit very, very effectively if he wants to stand the chance against Broner. Now, as far as his right jab, every time he throws his left jab, he keeps his head back, and now when he throws his right jab, he lunges his head forward. I notice he does that with a lot of punches, but he keeps his head stationary and he throws his left and right hooks. But the point I'm trying to make is that when he throws that right jab to Broner, he's going to leave himself very, very open to a counter right hook from Broner. And the other thing that I see that Gavin does not have is head movement. If you guys go back and watch that Adrien Broner DeMarco fight, which was his last fight, when he captured his second world title, fucking DeMarco, man, was in the middle of that damn ring, not bobbing and weaving when he was throwing punches. I mean, you could see that shit caught up to him when he was standing right in front of Broner. I mean, Broner was beating the shit out of him, but in reality, you could actually say that, DeMarco brought the ass whooping more to himself than Broner did. I mean, he just made it easy. He just made it easier for Broner, to get in there and just, keep whipping his ass. But, Rees kind of reminds me of that he's just like the classic slugger fighter. Fighters like, like younger Miguel Cotto, younger Victor Ortiz, Shane Mosley, those kind of fighters, that come in. They try to slug the fight out. But Rees, man, he's a small little dude, man, and the way I see this fight going down is it's going to be very similar to the DeMarco fight. In the first opening few rounds, Broner is not going to be throwing that much punches. He's going to be seeing what Rees is all about. He's going to be using that Philly shell roll, which I got to admit that he uses it better than fucking Andre Berto, man. And that shit, I mean, that dude's a fucking joke, man, trying to do that shit. When you fight doing stupid shit like that, you end up fucking looking like E.T. and shit. But, anyways, he's going to be, testing the waters with Rees, seeing what he's all about. And the thing that's Rees's defense is not on par, man. His shit is not on par, man. I'm telling you. And in boxing, man, I mean, his offense is better than his defense, but in boxing, man, your defense has to be, I mean, just as good as your offense. I mean, if not, even better than your offense, man, because the defense is the most important tool you have, man. And classic sluggers like that, man, usually open themselves up to so many counters and shit like that. And I noticed also from Gavin Rees, man, this dude has not been hit in the body by somebody like a Broner, you know what I mean? Now, I'm not talking about body work, in the front section of the body. I'm talking about body work on that side rib cage. Fucking Broner, man, hits you on the side rib cage with those shots, and they're so fast. I don't think that Rees is going to see him coming, man, and I think that's going to be a huge determining factor in that fight. Those side rib cage shots. I'm telling you, man, he's gonna fucking fuck Reese up. I see this fight being a stoppage, probably by like at least the 8th or ninth round, man. I've only watched 2 Gavin Rees fights. I have watched more Adrien Broner fights. I mean, Gavin Rees fights, you know what I'm saying? He's not really too well known because he fights mostly in the UK because that's where he's from or whatever. But if Rees wants to have a shot, man, I think this is what he's gonna have to do, man. Because his best punch is that very fast left jab. He's gonna have to use those jabs and follow it up like with the right combination. But he can't fucking lunge his head in. He's gonna have to fucking throw like maybe like 2 fast left jabs, throw in a right hook, get on the back foot right away, boom, boom, boom. Keep doing that shit over and over again. But he's gonna have to do it with enough speed and enough pop to where he's gonna have to make Broner start coming to him. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna have to be like, those punches are gonna have to be like really crisp and accurate. And I think Broner's defense is pretty good to where, he's gonna be able to dodge and nullify those punches from Rees. But from what I know, this is Broner's toughest fight on paper, if I'm not mistaken, because I believe Gavin Rees is like 31-1 or 30-1. I'm pretty sure it's one of those two. But yeah, this is his toughest opponent on paper. But I mean, fucking Rees is really gonna have to fucking work. He's really gonna have to fucking work in this fight if he thinks he's gonna pull a victory, man. But based from what I've seen his fights and like those little flaws that I mentioned earlier, like him lunging in his head when he throws in, the right jab, not doing enough head movement. He leaves his side body open for those side body shots. I think those attributes are going to make the determining factor in that fight. And I think that's what's going to give Broner the win. Now, moving forward from this fight, at 135, I don't think there's only 2 fighters I feel that Broner could fight at 135. I would have to say completely clean it out. And I think he could fight 2 more times this year. He could fight Ricky Burns and Miguel Vasquez, and the next year he could move on up to 140. He could probably fight Ricky Burns. He could probably fight, either of those guys next, honestly, Miguel Vasquez or Ricky Burns. I think Miguel Vasquez would be an excellent matchup for Broner right now. Miguel Vasquez just came off a big win off of Mercedo Gesta. In my opinion, was an overhyped fighter. Mercedo Gesta came in there and just fucking took his O, balled it up, and threw it in a damn trash can, man, which I thought was a damn shame. He didn't do shit in that fight. But and after that, you could go up to 140, man, and that's where I think a lot of the strong competition at, because at 140 you got, Amir Khan, Danny Garcia, man, you got Lucas Matisse up in there. Man, there's just tons of competition at 140. 140 is pretty stacked right now. But yeah, this is how I see this fight going down. I've seen it going to like a stoppage in the 8th or ninth round once Broner figures out, what's Rees's game plan in the fight. Other than a really fast left jab, I don't think Gavin Rees has much more than that. So I got this fight going to Broner. I'm very curious to see who he fights next, and I think he's one of those fighters that you really got to keep an eye out. You have to watch, watch all his fights from here on out. In just my opinion, I don't think he's still the next Floyd Mayweather Jr. He's got a very, very long way to go if you think he wants to accomplish that. But it's gonna be interesting to see. So that's my prediction, guys. I will be doing a post-fight video on this shit, so keep an eye out for that. And I'll catch you guys up on the next video. Peace.